Hello and welcome back to our FCS Dynasty in NCAA Football 2006. This is Week 5, Game 1, number 19 UC Davis, traveling to take on the Portland State Vikings in a Pac-10 matchup. Let's take a look at the Sports Illustrated. First, the new leaders, coaches, give Dayton their approval in latest poll. So the Dayton Flyers, number 1 in the country now. They take over that spot over the Bryant Bulldogs, who have yet to lose in this series. Let me know what you guys think about that. VMI withstands Western Michigan's bid at an upset in Lexington. That was a fantastic ball game. VMI, with a very exciting fourth quarter there, was able to hold off the Broncos. Very good game. There we go. Dayton jumps up top to number 1 over the Bryant Bulldogs. They have 37 votes for first place. Bryant with 23. New Mexico State with a vote as well. They just rocked New Hampshire 63-21. UTEP, of course, destroying teams as well. 56-3, they beat the Phoenix. Wow. Savannah State, of course, put up 84 points after their loss to... Oh, no, wait, they've won 2 in a row. Never mind. Forget what I'm saying, folks. VMI in 8th, they're 2-0. Cal Poly jumps up a couple spots after a bye week. They are 1-1 on the season. And let's see, William & Mary, 18th, another FCS school in here. UC Davis, number 19 in the country. They're 3-1. Huge victory over UT Chattanooga, 52-0. Complete blowout. Jacksonville rebounds. They beat Yale 56-7. Boise State in the rankings now. Furman at 24. They're 3-0 on the season. And Wyoming rounds out the top 25 after they lost to the Boise State Broncos 26-13. The Cowboys are now 1-2 on the season. That is the top 25 coaches poll. Furman, a very solid Big 12 school, so North Dakota State, South Dakota State, and VMI. Some of them are probably going to have to face Furman at some point in the season, so those will be some pretty good matchups to keep an eye on for. Rolling along, Hopkins' performance has the fans in Fresno believing in the Bulldogs. So Fresno State wide receiver is number 2, Brandon Allen, number 1 in the Heisman voting, 981 yards, 11 touchdowns. He had 447 yards, 4 touchdowns in their last game against the Minutemen of UMass. What a player Brandon Allen is, and he is a front runner right now for good reason. He's just the heart and soul of that offense right now. Greg Hopkins, 8 touchdowns for the Fresno State Bulldogs, but that's just not enough to compete with what Brandon Allen is doing at the moment. MJ Gator Jr., solid season so far, 7 touchdowns on offense, over 400 yards, only 27 carries, but for 354 yards. Very impressive for him, but not nearly as good as his stats last season. And we've got freshmen on here. Sonny 6, 33 carries, 383 yards, 7 touchdowns. And he is an absolute stud for the number 1 ranked Dayton Flyers. And to round out the Heisman watch list, we have a quarterback out of Fresno State jumping in here at number 5. Now, the Bulldogs of Fresno State are undefeated, I believe, on the season. They just won 31-9. And Kevin Essex with 987 yards, 12 touchdowns on 70 completions. He is very good. 12 touchdowns, only 2 picks this season. Players of the Week. Let's do it. Allen is honored after number 2 Bryant's near loss to UMass. A new star? What do you mean a new star? Sports Illustrated clearly doesn't remember him from last season. Mr. Highlight, NCAA Player of the Week on offense, 369 all-purpose yards, 4 touchdowns, monster. Boldy Cooper, Player of the Week on defense. Brandon Allen, 447 yards, 4 touchdowns for the ACC offense. Carlos Cooper, freshman free safety, 8 tackles, couple picks, forced fumble. Ray Neal for Montana, 376 yards, 3 touchdowns in a win over Dartmouth. And Montana is 1-1 on the season. Another one of our players right here, Goku Lee, freshman corner with the game-winning pick 6. 4 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown for the Jackrabbits corner to seal a victory over San Diego in a subscriber versus subscriber matchup. Freshman quarterback here for Brown, 3 touchdowns, 290 yards. We're going to see Brown here this week. And they are undefeated, 3-0. They'll be taking on the North Dakota State Bison in game number 3 of this week. Ricky Washington, 7 touchdown passes for the minor. What a performance from him. Rich Brown, 5 sacks for the freshman defensive end. Wow. Clint Harvey, senior quarterback, 338 yards, 4 touchdowns. Matt Porter, 11 tackles, 4 for loss, 2 sacks, forced fumble recovery in the win over the Indiana State Sycamores. J.J. Morgan, 4 catches, 165 yards, 3 total touchdowns in UMass's 35-28 loss to Bryant. Nathan Goff, 8 tackles, 3 for a loss, a sack, and a fumble recovery, I believe that said. Dustin Brown, over 400 yards passing, 5 touchdowns. Sean Williams, another freshman on the defensive side of the ball, 6 tackles, 2 picks, and a touchdown. Boldy Cooper, of course, had the 2 scoop and scores against Sacramento State. Amazing performance from him. Justin Jackson, over 200 yards of offense, 2 touchdowns on 39 touches. Wow. Highlight, of course, Offensive Player of the Week for the SEC. And let's see, 2 tackles, 3 interceptions for the redshirt senior cornerback, Jeff Chavis. Wow. Glenn Cummings, redshirt senior quarterback for Texas State, 2 touchdown passes, 289 yards. And they are 3-0 on the season. Impressive for them. And John Jackson, 8 tackles, 2 for loss for the defense. Samuel Hawkins, senior halfback for Utah State, 217 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns. Marcus Motley, 8 tackles, 3 for loss, sack, interception, forced fumble for the Boise State Broncos. That is it for the Players of the Week. Conference standings. Tigers win their conference opener against Hampton. That was a very easy victory for the Tigers. We have yet to see the Tigers actually lose a ball game with me controlling them. So that is very impressive. I also have not lost with the Bryant Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs are number 1 in the ACC right now, 3-0. Morgan State number 2. There are 5 teams atop the ACC that are 1-0. Dayton number 1 in the Big Ten. And a few teams down at the bottom of that conference who have not won a game yet. Everybody has at least 1 loss in the Big Ten, except for Dayton. Big 12 is looking very solid as we look at the top 5. Furman, Sam Houston State, Tennessee State, Tennessee Tech, Southeastern, and VMI. That's the top 5. And Furman is leading the Big 12 North very easily right now. The Big East, also known as the Ivy League, Princeton and Brown, both 3-0 so far. Very solid performances from them. Princeton has a conference win over Cornell so far. Harvard has allowed 103 points this season. Wow. UTEP, 94 points, only allowing 10 points in just 2 games. Conference USA East is looking a little rough so far this season. They were a little bit better last year. James Madison was leading the way in that division. Jacksonville State is 0-3 at the bottom. Wow. Army is 3-1. Navy 2-1. Wofford 2-1. Northeastern 1-2. For the Independents, out of the MAC, here we have Buffalo, Ohio, Akron, and Eastern Michigan, all undefeated so far. The Mountain West is led by Air Force. New Mexico is also undefeated, 2-0. Air Force is 3-0. Here's the Pac-10. It's always a crapshoot here in the Pac-10 with 5 of our schools being in it. Northern Colorado currently number 1 after that win over Sacramento State. Idaho State is number 2. Cal Poly down there in 7th, but that will change. They haven't played any conference games yet, so. SEC, Jacksonville is 5th. They have yet to play a conference ball game, but they will be taking on the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils here in Week 5. The Sun Belt is led by Georgia Southern, 101 points. Their offense is nasty. They have a really awesome triple option attack for the Golden Eagles. Fresno State actually does have a loss on the season, and they will be hosting the New Mexico State Aggies, number 3 in the country, in their next ball game. A lot of undefeated schools here, though. Boise State, San Jose State, Utah State, New Mexico State, all undefeated out of the WAC. But that is it for the Sports Illustrated and all that hoopla. Let's get into the Pac-10 showdown. UC Davis traveling to take on the Vikings of Portland State. Tyreek Taylor, 468 yards on the ground coming into this game. Owen Black, 464 through the air. RJ Simons with 2 pick sixes. Really solid for the freshman. And the Aggies are on offense first. Here is Lito Lozano up the middle, running people over the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 9. Black is going to try to throw it here. And Black rolling out right side. He's going to take off. No, he throws it up. Last second, and it's dropped by Bell. So the Aggies are going to put the football away on their first drive of the game. Not how they wanted it to start. Let's see what their defense can do. Smith hit as he throws, and that pass is caught by Cantrell. And he is caught easily by Zachary Hyde. And that is going to be Hyde's 12th tackle of the season. 2nd down and 5 for the Vikings. Smith dropping back, throws it up deep, and it's picked off. Trey Henry III has it, and he's going to return this up to about the 35-yard line. Aggies get a nice takeaway here. That is Trey Henry III's 11th interception of his career, first of the season. Black to throw. Black to take off. 1st down and more. Up past the 50. Nice block downfield. Black gets out of bounds to avoid the hit. Happy birthday to Owen Black about a week ago. I know I'm a little bit late, but you know, whatever. 3 attempts, 31 yards on the ground for him so far. 3rd down and 11 though here. And Tyreek Taylor behind Owen Black. And Black's going to throw right side, and it's incomplete. The receiver never saw it. So the Aggies are going to send on Golden for the field goal attempt, and it's no good, just to the left. So we are still scoreless as we're about to enter the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 8 for the Vikings. Smith, as he throws, and incomplete. So some very sloppy plays so far. And here is Elamimian kicking it out to Geddes at the 35-yard line. Wyatt Geddes down the left sideline. Wyatt Geddes, the true freshman, with his first career punt return for a touchdown. He had one last week, I believe, and it was called back due to penalty, but he got it this time, folks. Aggies set to kick it off now after the exciting play from the freshman. Congratulations, Wyatt Geddes. He's doing it all for this team. Here is Wilson up the middle, and he's going to fumble the football. It's recovered. Sam Gatlin, the offensive captain, recovers it. The Aggies are back in business. Here is Black on the option, picks up 9 yards. 2nd down and 1. Tyreek Taylor, right side. Tyreek Taylor, can he find the end zone? Yes, he can. Dragging defenders, and that is his 6th touchdown run of the season, 13th of his career. Just like that, the Aggies are on top by 2 touchdowns. Head coach Jet Christie has to be happy. I'll never know. He doesn't talk to me. 2nd down and 8. Smith, option right up the middle. And Smith is gone. Look at the track speed from the quarterback. What? How many times have you ever seen the Aggies defense give up a play like that? Right up the middle on the option. And Zach Pryor set to return this kickoff. Right side, past the 30. Zach Pryor past midfield to the 41-yard line of Portland State. Special teams getting it done here for the Aggies in the first half. Pryor did have a kick return for a touchdown last week. And here is Black on play action. Going way out, throws it up, and it's caught by Bell inside the 10-yard line down to the 6. He finds the tight end wide open as the play broke down. Just going to go from the 6-yard line. Tyreek Taylor up the middle. He's got another touchdown, his 2nd today. 7th of the season, 14th for his career. And he's closing in on 1,000 rushing yards for his career as well. This pass is caught by Alford. Smith hit as he threw it, and somehow completed the pass. Smith on the option again, pitches it out. Wilson in the open field. Wilson's going to have a 1st down, still going to the 26-yard line. Not sure what's going on with this defense. They're looking a little sluggish out here today. And Smith is going to be sacked. That is Andrew Jackson. Just blew up the right tackle. And that is his 2nd sack of the season, 13th for his career. He has been a menace. Smith on the option again. Wilson in the open field, and Wilson is going to take it inside the 5-yard line. Zach Pryor saving the touchdown. The Vikings are looking pretty nasty in the ground game. 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. And they're going to go play action. Caleb Chubb pressures the quarterback, and this pass is almost picked off. That would have been an amazing pick by Zach Pryor. That is going to bring up 4th down. They're going to send on the field goal unit, and the kick is up and good for the Vikings. 21-10 is the score. That was an 11-play, 72-yard drive. Took 2:25 off the clock. Vikings are looking pretty impressive today against this Aggies team. Black going to roll out right side. This time he'll take off. Owen Black out of bounds. 2 yards shy of the first down. And they punt the football away, so the Vikings get a nice stop, but Smith is sacked. And I believe that is Estes, the non-subscriber linebacker. And it was. He has been solid for this team. Aggies back on offense. Black pump fakes, throws right side. Wide open is Gatlin, and he cuts it back to the inside, past the 30, down to the 23-yard line. Great play by Sam Gatlin to stay inbounds and get some extra yards here. Let's see how many extra yards he gets. That is at least 15 extra yards just from that little move on the sideline. 20 seconds left here in the first half. Wyatt Geddes left side, inside the 10, down to the 5, pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Another solid run here for Wyatt Geddes as he goes over 200 yards for the season. And the Aggies settle for a field goal there to end the first half. They're on top 24-10 here in Portland, Oregon against the 1-1 Portland State Vikings. Aggies looking to start their Pac-10 play with a win here, and this pass is picked off by Estes, and he's in for the pick 6. What a play! That reminded me of the play that Javon Stewart made for the Savannah State Tigers just last week. Smith hit by Andrew Jackson after the throws. Estes deflects it and picks it off and scores it. 31-10. Aggies are getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback now. There's a sack for Elijah Christian. That's going to be his first of the season, 3rd of his career. Smith to throw. Smith hit as he throws again. This pass is deflected away by Zachary Hyde, the linebacker. That's going to be his 4th pass deflection this year. And that pass is dropped by Lito Lozano. Owen Black had him wide open. Just not a good attempt by the receiver, and this fumble is recovered by Portland State. Some sloppy play on a couple drives here in a row. And some more sloppy plays. We have a 5-yard face mask on Estes that will give the Vikings a first down as they look to get back into this ball game. And it's now 3rd down and 12. Smith hit as he throws it again. Estes makes up for it. He is a menace. 3rd down and 2 for the Aggies. Pitch out to Lozano on the option. He's got blocking. Lozano in the open field. And he might go inside the 20, the 10. Lito Lozano is in for the touchdown. His 2nd of the season. His 13th of his career. Wow, what a play. Just great acceleration. Smith's pass is picked off. R.J. Simons has another one. Oh my goodness. His 3rd pick of the season. And he has just come alive these past couple games. Couple pick 6s, now his 3rd pick. And he's got 7 pass deflections coming into this game. This freshman is looking elite, should I say. Black to throw. Black over the middle, deflected away. Not a good throw. Bad decision there. And the Aggies send on Golden for another field goal attempt. The kick is up and good. He's 2 of 3 here today. Got to make it 41-10. As Golden boots this one deep. On the ensuing kickoff, that's a couple yards into the end zone. Alford going to return it up the middle. He fumbles the football, and it's recovered by Elijah Christian, who forced the fumble. That is his first career forced fumble, folks. Owen Black on the option, squeezes through inside the 5-yard line. What a run. 3rd and goal. Lito Lozano is met, and he gets clotheslined. Does not find the end zone. And Golden is on for another field goal attempt here. The kick is up and good. That'll make him 3 of 4 today. The Golden boot. Backups are now in. Ashley Jackson, she hands it off to Wyatt Geddes. He's going to have a first down here. About a 12-yard carry. The Aggies over 200 yards rushing here today. Ashley Jackson sending a man in motion right side. She spins, she jukes, she gets loose to the left side. And Ashley Jackson makes something out of nothing there. Picks up the first down. Very exciting run from the freshman quarterback. And she's going to throw it here wide open right side. It's Franklin, the backup fullback. And he'll get it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Jackson, quick pass. It's picked off. Oh, no. Off the receiver's hands. The first turnover of the day for the Aggies. Very unfortunate. This should have been a touchdown. Oh my goodness. That is all on the receiver, Lee. Terrible. Second out of 19 for the Vikings. Smith's going to take off. He's dangerous. He's got a blocker. Smith gets the first down past the 30. All the backups are in for the Aggies. This game has been over for quite a while now, but they're still trying here. The Vikings are. They get a nice first down pass there. The Vikings do have their starters in still. And you can see Alford right there, their star player, getting it up to about the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the day. He was shut down by Zach Pryor and R.J. Simons. And, of course, they're going to score on the backups here. 21-yard touchdown pass to McAfee. Very impressive win here today for the Aggies. They start their conference play 1-0. And they still got Ashley Jackson in there doing the option. And she'll pitch it out. Wyatt Geddes gets the first down, about a 13-yard carry. He's got 55 yards today. That'll give him 145 for the season. Ashley Jackson, nice completion to Francis in the middle of the field. She's got 36 yards passing today. And she'll go play action here. Quick pass. O'Neal, the fullback, gets in for the touchdown. Ashley Jackson, her second touchdown pass of the season. Fullbacks matter. That was a nice completion to the fullback. And he does his best to fall in for the touchdown. Two consecutive games, the Aggies put up a 50-burger. 51-17 is the final score here in Portland, Oregon. Nice win again for the Aggies. The Discord pick'em wasn't even close. 23 votes for the Aggies, 0 for the Portland State Vikings. And I will get into that here in a second. Give the shout outs to the people that selected the Aggies to win it. I just want to look at these yards. Less than 300 yards of offense for Portland State. And Owen Black, 5 of 18. Well, and Ashley Jackson combined for 5 of 18. But let's get to those shout outs. Tom Schaefer, Jay Ballmer, MJ Gator Jr., Jarmel Lewis, Wooly Madden, Jason Stark, Everett Garrison, Noah Regier, Zoomer Speed, Jared Martin, Tyler Chandler, Marvin Joseph, Xavier Wilson, Owen Black, Joseph Lozano, Alexander Connor, Zach Pryor, Kelvin Jasper Jr., Bryson Shields, Nick Hall, Jay Washington, Wyatt Geddes, and Eric Taveras all selected the Aggies to win, and when they did, that was just too easy. Owen Black, 2 of 13 today, 74 yards though, so a pretty good average, along with 39 today. Ashley Jackson with a touchdown and a pick. The interception was the receiver's fault though. Lozano, 75 yards on the ground with a touchdown, 36 yards for Tyreek Taylor with 2 scores. Owen Black, 67 yards on the ground. Wyatt Geddes, 57 yards on the ground. And it doesn't matter who has the football. If they're running the football, they're going to do it well. Nobody had more than 1 catch here today. And Lee had the drop that was intercepted. Lozano also had a drop, so did Sam Gatlin. Pretty good day for the offensive line. I don't think Owen Black was sacked at all. Elijah Christian, Zachary Hyde, and Estes with 5 tackles apiece. A lot of tackles for a loss here today. The front 7 was pretty solid, other than a couple huge runs for the Vikings just out of nowhere. 3 tackles for a loss for Elijah Christian, 2 for Estes. That will give Elijah Christian 13 tackles for a loss for his career. 3 interceptions today. R.J. Simons with his 3rd of the season. Trey Henry III nabs his first. Bunch of pass deflections. And again, very solid game for the Aggies. 2 games in a row. They've put up 103 total points and have only given up 17 points in 2 games. So, impressive performance from the defense. The ground game's working. But if they're going to want to hang with the big boys, they got to get the pass game working just a bit better than what they've been doing lately. Zach Pryor with a 59-yard kick return today. And Wyatt Geddes finally gets his first career punt return for a touchdown. He had one before, was called back. It was disappointing, but he makes up for it here today. Estes Christian Geddes plays the game for the Aggies. Our next UC Davis game is Week 6, a subscriber versus subscriber matchup as they host the Northern Colorado Bears in another Pac-10 game. Our next game, which will be out tomorrow night, is number 2 Bryant traveling to take on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. They are 0-3. Bulldogs are 3-0. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take it easy.